Peugeot's Partner van is a compact LCV that builds on 2 decades of ruggedness and quality with this much improved third generation version. At the wheel you get a unique i-Cockpit cab design, plus there's clever technology that aims to set a fresh commercial segment benchmark in this class, along with a more efficient BlueHDi diesel engine range and the option of petrol power too. The larger of the 2 body shapes now gets a longer wheelbase for extra space, and you'll appreciate the clever cabin configurability. This LCV was voted International Van of the Year at its launch, for good reason.
Once you're on the move in this third generation Partner van model, the first thing you'll notice is the unusual driving position delivered by the brand's clever i-Cockpit dashboard design. This sees you grasping a tiny sports car-like steering wheel, over the rim of which you view the instrument binnacle. The little wheel enables wrist flick style steering turns through twisting corners and roundabouts, should you be in the mood to give your partner a bit of a workout. Now, you probably won't be. There's very little about the handling dynamics of this van that encourage you to push it on in any way at all. Instead, development priority has been given to the creation of a supple quality of ride, something daily drivers will probably appreciate rather more. Engine-wise, the range is primarily based around diesel power, with a new slightly smaller 1.5-litre BlueHDi unit developed for this model, offering either 75 or, as in this case, 100 horsepower, or at the top of the range 130 horsepower. There's also a 1.2-litre 3-cylinder Puretech petrol option with either 110 or 130 horsepower. The most powerful diesel gets the option of the brand's new E88 auto gearbox, a mandatory fitment on the top petrol unit. Talking of transmission, the shift quality of the manual box could be slicker, but we've appreciated the improvements in highway refinement brought about by the installation of a full-height bulkhead in the cab. We also really like the optional surround rear vision system, which can function as a rear view mirror and improves passenger side visibility. Further peace of mind can come with the addition of the extra cost camera-driven safety kit that's provided this time round. And for those operators needing to deliver in places like slippery building sites, Peugeot provides the option of its clever grip control system for extra front-wheel traction. Peugeot's more serious about this segment these days, and the look of this third-generation Partner model really reflects that. In place of the previous design's rather apologetic look, this Mark III version takes the opportunity provided by the installation of its fresh EMP2 platform to deliver a stronger, more dynamic and robust design with shorter overhangs for better manoeuvrability and a higher bonnet for greater rigidity. All right, let's take a seat at the wheel and check out what Peugeot's done in creating this completely redesigned cabin. Well, it's not just that unique i-Cockpit dashboard layout that makes it feel different from the previous generation model. Everything's now of a much higher quality, with a more horizontally orientated architecture and smarter materials on the dashboard, the centre console and the doors. And there's a little bit of extra optional high-tech. This surround rear vision screen, for instance, plus plusher versions get a much more sophisticated centre dash infotainment screen, which is now 8 inches in size. The seats are much improved too, particularly the driver's chair, which can feature Peugeot's particularly supportive advanced comfort design. And there's plenty of cabin practicality. If you were to add up the capacity of all the different nooks and crannies available within the cab of this Partner van, you'd arrive at a figure of 113 litres. Time to focus on practicality. As ever, there are 2 Partner body shapes to consider, this 4.4 metre long standard length version and a lengthier 4.75 metre long variant, which now has a proper long wheelbase platform so can take more inside. Even this standard shape model, Partner, has a load area big enough to swallow a couple of Euro pallets, thanks to a useful 1,229mm of width between the wheel arches, and can offer 3.3 cubic metres of carriage capacity and 1,870mm of load space length. The bigger long version can increase those figures to 3.9 cubic metres of capacity and 2,167mm of load space length. Either way, there's 1,236mm of interior height. With both body shapes, you can extend the capacity by an extra 0.5 cubic metres by using the clever Multiflex modular bench seat package that's standard above entry-level trim. This will enable you to flatten the outer passenger seat into the floor and push through longer items into the cab. What else? Well, payload capacity is rated at either fractionally above or fractionally below a tonne, which is class competitive. And a clever optional overload indicator can be fitted in the cargo bay to inform a partner van operator when the vehicle's maximum authorised payload has been exceeded. As for efficiency, well, with the volume BlueHDi 100 power plant that most partner van buyers will choose, you're looking at between 66 and 68 mpg on the combined cycle and somewhere between 109 and 112 grams per kilometre of CO2. There's a 3-year or 100,000 mile warranty and a Peugeot's business centre network of specialist LCV dealers to look after you. Plus, fleet buyers can use Teletrack telematics packages tailored for this model that provide key operational stats and a real-time vehicle tracking system. Overall then, what are we looking at? A sensible business partner? Well, that's one way of putting it. You might, though, prefer to simply see this model in the way that many owners do, as their right-hand van.